Mm-mm-mm. We back. We back. Now I'm just playing. Hey, welcome back to Keep It a Bean. It's your favorite cousin, Black Joe. All right, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. All right, help a brother out. All right, appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's go ahead and get it. Get your water. Get your shot of orange juice, apple juice, whatever that might be. Go ahead and get it. We don't go all day. We gotta go. We gotta go. You should have been ready. You ready? Let's get it. Mm-hmm. So picture this, right? You on the airplane, okay? You relax. You gotta go see your boo. Ooh, you finna go see somebody, or you got a business trip or whatever it might be, right? You laying back, headphones on, and you feel something fall on you, but you might think that's it, so you give it a little scratch. And now you feel multiple things falling on you. Now you wake up, you look down your shirt. Oh heck nah, we got maggots on us. Oh no! So this is what happened to a passenger, right? When she was traveling on Delta, right? She was going from Amsterdam to Detroit, right? And then she woke up with nothing but maggots from the overhead bin that fell on top of her. Now I ain't never heard Spirit had these problems. You probably got to bring your own seatbelt, your own parachute. You know, might be not, not a lot of leg room, but I ain't never heard no maggots falling on me, right? So they did a little investigation, right, and they found out, right, somebody had a rotten fish in the baggage area, right, and it had maggots on it, right. My first thing that caught my attention, I was like, how did it get past through security? Like they're not doing this. They're not really looking through the bag because I'm pretty sure you see a fish with some maggots. You like, sir, ma'am, you got to throw that away. Your fish, it's no good right now. It got number of maggots on it. Just saying. They gave her a free flight and some voucher for some meals, but you know, voucher be like $30, so she probably didn't really get really much. But they said she got $30 voucher and stuff like that, and they let her go. But they said she was bugging out, no pun intended. But I would too. Like I'm over here relaxing, and you got bugs falling on me from overhead. That's the last thing I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about if I'm gonna get there safely and all that. I ain't really thinking about no maggots that's falling on me while I'm sleeping. That's outrageous. That's asinine in my book. But hey, I'm glad she's okay. Um, like I said, they said she was freaking out and stuff. Anybody would. But let's move on. There's a New York City man at the border, right? He was trying to cross the border. Guess what he had in his pants? Oh, a gun? Nah, he had no gun. Some food? Nah. That was the last one. Nah. What you say? Oh, how you guess that? Oh yeah, he had some a Burmese python. Yeah, y'all, you know what a python is? Yeah, a snake. He had two of them, two in his pants. Hey, big dog, why you got snakes in your pants? Hmm? And the thing that got me with this story, right? This was his first time trying to do that. When he was trying to cross the U.S. and Canada border, he had snakes in his bottom leg pants in like a little small bag on his lower leg. And I think at that time, let me make sure I read this right. Yeah, this happened back in 2018. He rode a bus across the U.S. Canada border and found a bag attached to his pants, right, in his inner thigh. So anybody know about Burmese pythons, right? They're typically around 6 to 9 feet, which is it's huge. It's bigger than it's bigger than a lot of humans, right? But they can grow up to 18 feet. So my boy named Calvin. That's his name. I don't give his last name, but his name is Calvin. And I guess Calvin didn't learn his first time, right? He was charged with like 20,000 of like smuggling, right? This time he got 1 year probation, and he was fined $5,000 on a federal smuggling charge. Dog, why you like snakes? Like now, I know back in the high school, people were trying to put, let's keep it a bean. Back in the day, you try to make your thing look bigger than it really was. You probably put a banana, probably put a some kind of cup or something to make your thing look bigger. But putting a 6-foot python in your thing, big dog. Oh, you tripping? Oh, you tripping? You tripping? You ain't keeping the bean with her. You not keeping the bean with her at all. You is trying to play tricks. You out your mind. But I'm glad you got caught. Keep moving on, right? So I'm pretty sure y'all heard about this story. The Florida deputies, right, shot at an unarmed man mistakenly. He mistakenly thought an acorn. You heard that right? An acorn. You know what an acorn is? Acorn. It fell from the tree, and this boy went in alligator road. He turned and shot him, and shot about 15 shots at an unarmed man. So, watching the video, and I like I said, I watched the whole thing from the beginning to the end, right? So let me give you a backstory. Hopefully, I can show this video. If I can't, I'm trying to give you the best description and the best I can, right? So it all started with this woman called the police. Her boyfriend had a car and had her car, right? And they were trying to see like when the cops came and the dude he came walking up and stuff, and the girl started crying these big old crocodile tears. Saying, man, I just want my car. I just want my car. I don't want nothing else. Okay. So they took all the information down and she made a report and everything like that, right? So while they was doing that, they made the woman cop that was with the other woman that called the cops. She said the woman cop, she said, go ahead and search him. So this big black guy. He was beating on both cops, right? And he was, yeah. So they made sure to search him of gun and if he had any weapons or anything like that. Make sure for their own safety, which I'm cool with that, right? You never know in these type of days what people have. Cool, right? So they would search him, make sure he was clean, you know. Then the girl, the camera switched back to the woman, and she was saying, yeah, the lady cop asked if the man had any guns or anything. And yeah, she like, yeah, he got guns. She was like, do he keep them in your car? She like, nah, he don't keep them in my car. And then she showed him a picture of the top of the suppressor. Because first the woman claimed she didn't know what it was, but the cop said, oh, that's a suppressor. So I felt, in my opinion, the cops' attention, like they attentive went up a little bit more. They're like, damn, did we really search this dude? Like we talking about him? Because going by this, he got suppressor and all that. Y'all know about the suppressors. It's illegal. It's illegal in some states. So they did, like I said, they detained him, put him in the cop car, right? And that's when the man cop came, because the woman cop said, go ahead and take him away and get him away from here, right? So the man was walking back. Now, I listened to the video about 10 to 20 times, right? I heard a sound, but I don't know if it was really an acorn, dog. Like, for you to be that friendly, like, I really want to say something else, but I'm trying to, cut back on the cousin, right? Dog, you want to be that friendly, you should not wear that badge at all. And this goes for anybody who trying to be a police officer or whatever. If you scared, that job ain't for you. I said the same thing for military folks. If you ain't ready for certain things to happen in your life, why are you doing it? Go do something else. Like it's simple as that. So he did a whole alligator roll, stop, drop, and roll. Point his gun, shot that mother about 15 to 20 times. Five, 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 five. And he was all sturdy. He swore he got hit. Then he walked up like, oh. Because first he incriminated himself because he said, oh, my legs went numb. Oh, I think he shot me in my chest. Like, he was all over the place. He didn't know what happened to him. So my thing is this. Stop being so, if you scary, stay out that field. Because that man could have lost his life. Thank God them bullets missed him and he walked away from that. Like, come on. Like, really? That's just me keeping the beam. All right. I respect all police officers and everything, but at the same time, man, all y'all ain't meant to be a police officer, right? Because I remember one time when I was CAD with the MAs, with the Master Arms in the Navy, and man, I ain't really built for that because I have attitude. So anything goes off, I'm not built for that. I'm be honest, I'm not built for that. You gotta have a level head in all situations, and the situations I've been in, and that time when it happened, nah, I would have went off. So my thing is this: if you ain't ready for that life, don't be about that life. You feel me? Let's keep moving on. So, sports, right? Yeah, I know the All-Star game, you know, the three-point shoot that my boy Steph beat Brianna and the things. And Kenny Smith, he caught some backlash of the Steph versus Brianna shootout, right? And in my opinion, I don't feel like he said anything wrong, but we're in a time of day that everybody gets offended. You can't please nobody. All right. Let me say this. You can't please everybody, right? You can't. It's almost impossible to do. You're gonna offend somebody, you know, in some shape or form, right? So he basically said, all right, they both did a shootout from the three-point line, the NBA three-point line. And if anybody know what sports, the WNBA and the NBA line, it's totally different, right? The WNBA is a little closer up, right? And he was basically saying that she probably would have won it. The line was scooted up. And women like, oh no, that's equality. No, you're saying really? Like I get his point in a way because he was saying that Steph been shooting from that line since forever, right? And she just started practicing in 2 or 3 months, right? But she scored 26 points to his 29 points. That 26 points, they weren't part of the three-point contest originally, right? This is a whole different contest by itself. The winner, Damian Lillard, he had 26 points himself. So it ain't like she wasn't keeping up with the big dogs. It's Steph. Like anybody knows, Steph is the greatest shooter God has ever made. So he can make anything. It goes from golfing to shooting a basketball. He's elite with it. So y'all trying to do this? Y'all trying to do this whole cancer thing? Like Kenny Smith tripping in backlash. He's like, stop it. Stop being offended with everything. All right. Sometimes y'all just need to shut up. All right, let's keep moving, right? Mac McLaurin, right? My boy Mac, two-time NBA dunk champion. And that boy went crazy with that pulse and that boy clean with it. He clean with it. I ain't gonna cap. He clean with it. He did his thing. He did his thing for sure, for sure. But I want to speak on Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown is dang near a well, he's past All Star. You can say he's a superstar. Maybe in sometimes he has superstar moments. I give you that. That was dang near the worst slam dunk contest ever. I ain't gonna say ever, but it was worse from him being a dang near superstar. He's not there yet. Not saying he's a superstar, but he's close. And we haven't had like a big name yet in the slam dunk contest. You right? Since like Blake Griffin and Aaron Gordon and Zach LaVine, and even then at that point they wasn't even as big as Jaylen Brown. Let me say how bad is this slam dunk. He did a dunk, right? He came down after, did and then he was crunk. And then he did with his left, and then he did dunk with his left hand. Anybody know about Jaylen Brown? That boy atrocious with his left hand. Oh my god. He can't dribble with his left hand, dang. Like he's like a little Tyler trying to dribble that bad boy. He ain't good at all, right? And it was like, bro, do better. Like, I'm telling you, who I would like to see in the slam dunk contest, I would like to see Ja, but he was injured. I would like to see Mac. He got to come back for his three-peat. I would like to see. I wish Aaron Gordon would do it again, but I know he not. But I just wish he would do it again. Like just because we know what you're gonna bring is some creativity, and it's gonna be fire. We already know, gang. Hey, we already know it's gonna be lit. All right, and that fourth person y'all can pick whoever first, but that's the three I really want to see. All right, so let's keep on moving. All right, last but not least, right, the scripture of the week, right, Psalms 101-5, and it reads, right, shout with a joy to the Lord, all the earth. Worship with the Lord with gladness. Come before him and sing with joy. Acknowledge that the Lord is God. He made us and we are his. We are his people, the sheep of his pasture. Enter his gates with thanksgiving. Go into his courts with praise. Give thanks to him and praise the name. For the Lord is God. His unfailing love continues forever and his faithfulness continues into each generation. Look, I know this week coming up, right? I know someone might be off because I think Monday is like President's Day or something like that. Who cares? But we always have a reason to rejoice, wherever it might be, right? My thing I like to say is you woke up, all right? That's a reason to rejoice. Rejoice. You can eat. You got food on the table. That's a reason to rejoice. You got your health. That's a reason to rejoice. All right. You might not get everything that you want. All right. That's cool. It's life. It is what it is, right? But I want y'all to know we live in God's favor under the continued care, and we experience His love each day. Such a realization should fill us with gratitude and praise each time we come before Him in prayer. God never stops showering us with compassion. He always keeps His promises to help us when we call on Him. So, whatever it might do, wherever it might be, right? God got your back. You just ask Him. Now, the thing is, He might not give it to you when you want it, right? He gonna give it to you when you need it. All right. So y'all have a blessed week. That's it for keeping the beam. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. All right. Help your cousin out, man. Each time we come on now. All right, y'all be blessed.